you sleep, bro.
Stop drinking coffee, man. You sound young, and you shouldn't be drinking coffee
I
anyways,
did.
because
Brains are working for
coffee
sugar.
coffee don't let you sleep, bro. It stops your sleep, so it's actually not good to have a lot of coffee
Yeah, coffee is
in your
real bad
body.
for you. You do not need to be drinking coffee.
Hey, as a Puerto Rican, I take offense to that because I've been drinking coffee since a little kid.
I
That's why this
that's
dude's
why you
freaking
playing 2K
said,
because you used to drink coffee. I understand.
"Oh man, yeah." But no, so scientifically, the coffee doesn't leave your body for well over 12 hours, and even that, when you're sleeping, it
It's
messes up your
always been a
circadian
cycle
rhythms.
of energy.
It actually doesn't give you energy. It blocks
For me, it leaves my body.
your senses from knowing that you're tired. So it's basically like making you ignore that you're tired.
It's like,
But anyway, we ain't here for
This
coffee, man.
dude,
I appreciate your
Coach
feedback,
got
and
the science.
in the end of the day, we don't have the information as far as like for any of it. We just got a good trailer and some supposedly new features, and some of the features are kind of old features coming back. So when you hear about like the shot profiles, we had that to a certain extent. They changing it up,
God.
and
What the fuck?
but personally, dribbling this year, I didn't have no problem because I know how to dribble. I ain't no step back, all that. I actually dribble. I ain't had no problem. The only problem I had with was like steals. Like I just get the ball in my hands, don't even
Boy,
dribble.
hit the
Ball
spin
get cold.
move.
Like this shit is it's just so annoying. I just hope they fix unpluckable. I don't care about nothing else but unpluckable. If you want to be
You
honest.
should watch Shizo, bro.
yeah.
Look at it, man. It's stuff, man.
No, I would understand. First of all, it's tough to say because like I agree with you, and there was a imbalance in steals, but there's also like an issue with dribbling. Like some people want to dribble, and I count myself as one of the. I used to be a dribble head back in the day, and just straight up ISO head, making sure I break somebody, get open, score, blah blah blah. But in reality, 2K is always giving you way too much power. Dribbling in somebody's face the way we do is way too unrealistic. It is a video game, so they have to kind of balance it. So while it was broken, and I agree with you, also we don't want it to be like, you put 99 steal, you can't even get a steal. So it's kind of one of those. How do they balance it properly to make everybody happy? You follow?
I get it, but having a 99 still should be where I have a okay. Say for instance, I have an 85 still, right? And I steal the ball like I got a 99 still. Like you don't have to
No,
dribble. You
that is
can
the
just
problem.
send the ball down and I'll steal it. I don't do no
Yeah,
Rico in
no fouls.
the game.
Yeah, I feel you. They don't call no fouls. You keep on spamming it.
Yeah.
There's no penalties. Like I get what you're saying, and I agree with you. But what I'm saying is like, okay, you got 99 dribbles, so nobody could hardly steal as much, even if you're dribbling in their face, which you shouldn't be doing.
I mean, people do that in real
Players
life. If
will.
you want to speak realistic, people do that in real life and still don't steal the ball.
Yeah, yeah, sometimes. But if you're dealing with like a elite defender, you'll notice that they'll put their body in front of them, not like posting them up, but they'll come sideways and dribble a little sideways to push them off of them, or even push their hand towards them to kind of get them off of them. And we don't have all of those features the way we should. Where I should be able to stick my hand out and stiff arm somebody a little
You
bit,
can.
even though it's
You
not
can.
football.
You can. You know how he said something about the right stick defense? You can do that in 2K23, 22, all that. They just never talked about it. I knew about it.
No, 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 for sure. I'm saying offensively. Like offensively, if I have the ball and you trying to spam,
Hmm.
and if I hit post up, now you're not going to be able to steal.
Oh
But
yeah.
I should be able to do it when I face up. If I face up and I'm ISOing you, I should be able to put my hand up. Like James Harden will try to get a foul
Hmm.
by putting his hand out and all that.
Yeah.
We should have that type of feature, even though we might get called for the foul. but just to kind of stop someone from their BS. It's like, you want to keep spamming, I'm gonna make you get a foul real quick.
Facts,
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like
facts. Yeah.
things like that could implement and be like, all right, well, yeah, sure, you could still spam, but I'll make you pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
Is what I'm saying. So like they gotta balance it. I don't know what they're gonna do this year, but we'll see.
Coach. The homie Hargrove hit me up saying he's trying to get on stage.
I got you. Yeah, my bad for everybody. Let's see. Hard growth. And I see y'all, Kevin, Double, and Afro. Give me a second. I'm gonna let Hard Grove right now jump in. What's cracking, man?
What's up? What's up?
We chilling, just talking 2K, just random different things we saw today, and in general, just the vibe of it.
Yeah. I got an idea that I think 2K should implement for the problem with reaching. I feel like I agree with the female dribbler with the excessive dribbling, with like people know they got a high steal, so they're just gonna spam.
Yep.
But they should add like timing to every. I feel like they should add timing to steals, and the reason why I feel like if you add some skill to like to stealing, you will have to work to get good at stealing the ball. You know what I'm saying? And then it might become an issue, but at the same time, I'd rather it have some skill than anybody just reaching just because they know they have the skill. You feel what I'm saying? That's
Definitely.
to put the timing on like stuff like that.
I agree. You know the thing right now that I love that they did implement. I don't know if y'all love it. Y'all, a lot of people, but for offense and defense, if I have a high adrenaline
Yep.
on dribbling, I'm gonna be able to do better with my dribble, right? And then with defense, they should do this thing where you're gonna get more fouls. If you spam twice, you lost two adrenalines, right? But if you're down to your last one, you're gonna get a foul faster for reaching. You follow? So
Yeah.
little things like that, I think they should do. Where it's like, all right, well, yeah, you're gonna keep on acting up, you're gonna pay for it, and that would be a skill gap because all of a sudden I got all three adrenalines. I'm a good stealer. I time it perfect. I'm not getting out. I'm getting the steal. Compared to somebody who spammed it four times, they got no adrenaline. They're gonna automatically get a. You feel me? Just an idea,
That's fact.
but I feel.
So I got another question for you, not to mean to cut you off. How do you feel about everybody like the guards having 92 dunk? Like everybody. Like the
Hey, I'm one of them, bro. Nah,
do you feel that
I'm a run runner. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta get that 94.
yeah. Yeah, I mean it's tough, dude. I'll say it. I'll explain it to you like this, man. I used to play professionally for some shooting games, right? And the biggest thing I hate about playing pro is that people will use whatever's effective, even if it's not fun, even if you don't enjoy it as much. You're gonna pull out whatever it is, like whatever gun, whatever tool that is the most effective to win. And 2K is the same way. Like the community, once we start finding, oh, let me make this build who can be a center and a power and a point guard. You know what I mean? Like I got a 6'9" center who can pretty much almost do everything. Every year I try to make something like that. And a part of it is
oh
like money. Is like I make so many builds. I don't want to keep on making 10,000 builds. It's like, bro, let me make one that could kind of do everything whenever they need me. But at the same time,
that's fact.
it's also to abuse the system of like, yo, I'll take you in the paint, or I could step out at the three. You know what I mean? I could do all of it. And so it's not fair and it's not as realistic. And it also takes away from the fun of like having 20 builds. Cause I make at least 9 builds a year at minimum.
Eesh.
And, but
I,
I feel you.
I I did it this year too, man.
Yeah. But yeah, so what do you think? With from that honesty of my side of it, like if from because I feel like you're trying to rant about like against that, right?
Yeah, I feel like I mean I really don't have a problem with it, but the 92 dunk on a guard, like come on now. A 6'4" guard with 90. Come on, bro. Come on now. That sounds so crazy.
Hey, Russell Westbrook is like, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, John Morant.
Yeah, let me live.
I'm talking about they doing standing dunks like Shaq. Like that's actually like that's crazy.
Hey, me. I do standing dunks in real life. I'm just
Okay,
playing.
okay.
I'm just playing.
No, yeah, man, you get a little 45 standing dunk, you a beast in the game. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel
Hmm.
you.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think like I was saying about the defense, we got to have some type of balance, but you can't nerf it all away because then it's like you just took away some of the fun. You get what I mean? Like,
Uh-huh.
so
Yeah, I get what you.
I don't know. And then money wise, bro, like if I gotta make 10 builds just to be able to have the variety, one guard who can't dunk at all, and then because they made it so that the builder doesn't let you make a guard who could dunk, like you're trying to say, like then all of a sudden nobody's dunking with the guards. They only got everybody got a small forward now because they want to be a point guard but still dunk.
So let me ask you this: you think the community in that aspect of like I wanted to be like somebody else is the problem with the game?
I wouldn't say it's a problem. It's a problem in the sense, like I was saying, where when I was playing like Call of Duty and all these other games professionally, where like, yo, it's annoying because then you just doing that one thing that's the most effective, and nobody's switching it up once they find out like, oh, this is working the best. If you beat me in any game and I see you're doing something crazy with this gun or with this or with that with a build, I'm like, what build
Mm-hmm.
is that, bro? What is he doing, bro? How did he do all that? And all of a sudden I'm curious and now I want to try to use it and I learn from it. I'm like, let me I'm gonna get as good as him. I gotta beat this guy. I gotta be better than him.
And that's what great players do. But they take from other players. Like me personally, I'm I'm a dribbling big, right? So I'm most people probably see me, or some people probably see me on TikTok. I'm a 7'1" dribbling big. I came up on 23. I started Steezo dribbling on the 7'1" big. I started isoing. I started doing post ups, whatever. I try to separate myself to where I can't take the game that serious, but at the same time I can be competitive with my builds. And it kind of irks me sometimes when like people ask for my build and be like, oh, this build is not like how you displayed. Like, well, sometimes it comes down to the
Skill,
person.
yeah,
It don't always have to come down to the build, bro.
for sure.
And that's my,
No, for sure, and
my
that's a skill gap. But there's also, like I was saying, in the competitive scene where everybody has the skill, and all they need is like, what tool are we using, or AKA what build that we can do certain things with. And so that's where that 92 driving dunk is the best, bang for your buck, where
hmm
you're getting elite dunks and you'll be able to do unstoppable plays in the paint. And now all of a sudden they got to collapse and you can kick it out for open threes, or just have them scared and then they'll give you an open 3-pointer themselves and you can just pop off. So it makes life easier, competitively. So I feel you, man. Like I said, I don't know, but it's tough because it's so many different people in the community too, where we have different like pro am players, some casual twos or threes, different communities that want different things. You know,
myself more of a skilled casual. Like I'm a casual because I'm gonna be honest with you, I haven't played a game in months. But at the same time, do you feel like that part of everybody using like the meta is what caused the 2K league to be what it is right now? Because the 2K league, that's literally all they do. They left right and they
yeah,
do
yeah, yeah.
the most.
Yeah, you're making my point. That's exactly what I was talking about, and it's an issue because now like you ain't got no style, bro. Like I'm trying to watch. The one thing is even in the NBA, dudes is extra efficient, but then you got dudes like Steph Curry, Kyrie Irving. You got Luca. You got dudes that is out here doing some stuff that you're like, damn. Like, oh, dang, and you not it's not boring. It's not the same thing, and it's like, yeah, this fire right here. So that brings excitement, and that's the biggest thing. But it's hard on a competitive level where you're really dealing with, I need that money, or I'm trying to get the bragging rights or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, if I'm a streamer, for example, when I stream, I'm chilling like you're saying, where it's kind of just casual and I just trying to chill.
Mm-hmm.
But when I played in Pro Am and we were in the leaderboards, getting on at 8 o'clock, exactly at 8 o'clock every day, freaking playing like if we sweating for a championship. And it was just for the leaderboards of Pro Am. We were number one and all that, but it was like a job.
It was.
And it's like, bro, I don't even want to do this no more. It got to a point where I'm like, nah, I'm all set, bro. I just want to have fun, bro. Like, it ain't that deep for me, bro.
I
And
feel
so
that. I
I
feel.
let it go. I let it go because it's like you killing the vibe for me. Like, I'm not here to brag about this leaderboard. Nobody care right now. Nobody even know that we existed. That was like years ago. But that's where a lot of people get stuck on. Especially if you're a content creator. You want to stand out and be
Yeah.
efficient and all that. So it's hard, man. It's hard. But I hear you. I hear you. I think the dope part is we got dope creators who don't care about that. They come out and they make these fun. And I don't know the dude's name. Um, he's one of the coolest ones that I like. But he makes those like replicating a player,
You
and
talking
then
about
what is it?
you talking about DevCon? Because I do the same thing too.
Yeah, yeah, where he'll showcase highlights of the player, but then he'll do it in the 2K. He'll put some dope music in the background. Like that's a vibe, bro, and it's just casual for anybody to watch and be like, "Yo, that's dope."
Yeah,
Compared to, you ain't gonna pro to put the league on. I'm gonna be bored to death. Pick and roll, right, left. You know,
that's
and no offense to them, they're the best in the best,
Yeah.
but
actually I
it's
want
not
to
a.
give Hargrove a shout out because he got reposted by Chad Ochocinco today. That was dope.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
who?
Chad Ochocinco, the receiver.
Oh, that's crazy.
You didn't even notice he got reposted by an NFL former
I
NFL
didn't
player.
even know that, bro. What the? Yo, you
I
talk.
I, didn't, I haven't really been checking social media like that, so I don't even know what's going on out there. Hey, send me that. Post that up on our thread so we can see that. I'll check it out.
Yeah. Hey, All City, help me out because I ain't gonna lie to you. I might be 23, but I'm old, man. I don't know how to work this.
Old man syndrome.
Bro,
So while he's doing that, I'm gonna bring in another person real quick. Double O Mellow. Double O Mellow. Yo, how many? We can't have a lot of mellows in here, bro. There's Carmelo and there's Lil
Mm.
Mellow. Who are you, man? What's up?
I'm the real double O.
Is he there? Or he did?
Hey, yo, hello?
He might got nervous, man.
Oh, hello?
He was here a couple of seconds ago.
Oh, I'm here. Hello?
Well, yeah. I think me personally, like I can get, I can play like Meta Light because, like you said, with the Call of Duty, when I play CDL with my friends, we do use the meta guns. We do play
Yo.
competitive. But when I'm on 2K, I can either do that,
Or you
but
can
I
vibe out.
feel like it's more challenging when I play my own way and I use my IQ because I feel like I got a
Yo.
high IQ when it comes to like reading up
Got you.
uh tendencies. So it's fun when I can ISO the big. It's fun when my guard set me the screen and I know like one. So I'm gonna look for the weak side corner and see who's gonna rotate, get that beam as soon as he moves.
No, yeah, that's fire, bro. And it's fun to have a center that could put in work, whether they're in the post or where they ISO in. It's always a good time, you know what I'm saying? Like for me personally, I love that. So
I feel like I'm more like I
There
can
you
do.
go.
I feel like I, like me breaking down the defense. It's like playing football. You can break down the zone. You can like pick apart the zone. That feels good as a quarterback. It really does. Even with soccer, if somebody, if they in a five man, they five back. and you're having a hard time. When you score that goal, you're gonna feel good about it because they in a five. Like their last line of defense is a five back. It's hard. It's so hard to score against a five back.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, for sure. No, man. Like I said, I think it's. I encourage everybody to be creative and have fun and be yourself and enjoy it instead of the
Yeah, yeah.
competitive
And
side. Like
if
unless you making money off of it or you
hey,
making
what's good, man? Talking Deuce.
content.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Like other than that,
Man, I
just
hope
do
y'all
you, man.
excited for
Enjoy
this
yourself.
game, man. Like
By the
I
way, I
am.
think
I'm not
Double
even
is
finna
finally
hold you.
here. What's going
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
man?
Can you hear me? Nah,
Yeah, we
nah,
can hear
they
you.
nah.
Hey,
We
what's good, man?
ain't no
Talking Deuce.
payola
Hey, what's
right
up,
here, brother. I ain't
everybody?
even gonna
What's
hold
up,
you.
man?
Man, I hope
I
y'all
just love
excited for this
basketball,
game, man.
man.
Like I am.
And I
I'm not even
think
finna
that
hold you.
a lot of
How much they
people
pay
Uh,
you to
don't
say
take
that,
that
bro?
in
How much they pay you,
consideration
nah,
man?
nah,
more
they
than
ain't,
any
nah.
problem
We ain't
whatsoever.
no
Like,
payola right
if
here,
you
bro.
are
I
a
ain't even
lover
gonna
of
hold you.
just
I
watching
just love
basketball, even
basketball,
played it
man.
or
I
just
And I
feel you. I
seeing it,
think
feel you.
that
you should be
a lot
excited
of
with what
people
you
need
just
to take
seen.
that in
I
consideration
think
more than
I
anything when it
for
comes
the
to this
little
game.
trailer for
Like,
what they did
if you
show, I
are a
think they
lover,
said a
just
lot, especially with
watching basketball, even
listen to you
played it or
guys and some
just
of the stuff
seeing
that
it,
y'all was
you
saying.
should
Like
be excited with what you
Pro
just
Play
seen.
2 is about to
I
be
think
way more
for
improved
the
from what
little
I see.
trailer for
Like
what they
even
did
with
show,
their
I think
feet
they said a
placement,
lot,
you seeing them
especially with
actually shuffling their feet,
listen to
which
you
means
guys
they
and
got
some of the
some
stuff
form
that
of
y'all was
momentum
saying. Like
going on. It's
Pro
showing
Play
how
2 is about to
realistic
be
they are
way
taking the
more
movement
improved
in the
from what I've
game.
seen.
They
Like
said
even
over
with their feet
9,000
placement,
animations,
you
new
seeing them actually
animations
shuffling their feet,
compared
which
to
means they got
previous
some form of
games.
momentum going on.
Um,
It's showing how
Looking at how
realistic
they're
they
not
are
only
taking
not
the movement in the
using
game.
mocap,
They said
Mm,
over
they're now
9,000
using actual
animations, new
in-game
animations
footage to mocap
yeah,
their
for
compared
sure.
to
in-game.
previous
That
games.
is that is like
Um,
right there alone set
looking
the
at how
bar
they're not
way
only
up there
not
in my opinion
using
because you're telling
mocap,
me
they're
where
now
certain
using actual
players where we
in-game
have
footage
different
to
animations in
mocap
the
into
game
the
with certain
game.
players. Let's just say,
That is
for instance,
that is like right there
point guard
alone set the
Ozempic
bar
build,
like
the
up there in my opinion
180
because you're
pound
telling me
low
with
scoring,
certain
high
players where we
scoring
have
dribbling
different
point guard
animations
who
in the
moves
game with
fast around
certain
the
players.
court
Let's just say, for
is
example,
going to
if
be
you had a
different than a
point
player that's
guard
taller,
Ozempic
like a
build,
center.
the
Case in point would
180
be like
pound
if you see
low
James
scoring,
Harden
high
showing
scoring dribbling point
Joel
guard who
Embiid
moves
the
fast
step
around
back.
the court
His
is going to
his
be
way of
different
doing the
than a
step
player
back is
that's
going to be
taller, like a
totally
center.
different than what
Case
James
in
Harden is
point, it
going to
would
do
be
with
like
how quick and
if you
efficient that
see
it is.
James Harden
So seeing
showing
how they are putting
Joel
implementing that
Embiid
with
the step
Pro Play
back.
2,
His
I'm hyped
his
for
way
it
of
off
doing the
the rip.
step back is going to be totally
The
different than
second
what
one that
James
they
Harden going to
also had
do,
was the
or how
rim
quick
running
and efficient
situation.
that
I
it
know
is.
everybody
So
complains
seeing
about
how
rim
they are
running and
implementing that with Pro Play
y'all was
2,
just mentioning the
I'm
94
hyped for
dunks
it
with the
off the
small
rip.
guards.
The second one that they also had was the
You was
rim
talking
run
about something. Okay,
situation. I know
maybe I
everybody
confused it. My
complained
bad.
about rim
But a
running,
lot of
and
people I know for a fact they be like,
I was
all they
just
do is
mentioning the
rim
'94
run, and
dunks with the small
once that person
guards.
with that
No, I'm talking
94
about the
dunk
standing.
get
My
up under
bad.
that
Oh,
rim,
I,
you was talking
and they
about
got
something.
dunk
Okay,
meter,
maybe I
I
confused you.
you're
My bad.
done. Like
But
it's hard
a
for
and
lot
you
of
to
people I know
even
for a fact they
contest
be
it.
like, all they do
But
is
with
rim
that
run,
contest
and
system that he was
once
talking
that
about,
person with
with
that
Mike Wayne was
'94
talking
dunk
about,
get up under
and
that rim, and they got
putting
dunk
in
meter,
something with the right stick
you're
gripper
done.
where you can
Like
actually
it's hard for you to
deflect the
even
ball before they
contest it.
take off
But
if you
with that
time it right.
contest system that he
Come
was
on,
talking
man.
about, with Mike
That's
Wayne was
exactly
talking
what we
about,
need in the game. How
and
many times have you been in a
putting in something with the right stick gripper where you can
tie
actually
game or whatever, and then
deflect the
all of a
ball
sudden they
before
give
they
it to the
take
person,
off.
he
If
just
you
drives
time
to
it
the
right,
rim,
that's
come
and
good.
he
on, man.
uses either
That's
the dunk
exactly
meter
what we
or
need
he
in the
does
game.
like
How
a
many
layup,
times
a
have you been
contested
in
layup, and still hit the shot.
a
If you
tie game
time
or
that
whatever,
strip,
and
you
then
can
all of a sudden
actually
they give it
knock
to
the
the
ball
person,
and
he
actually
just
have some
drives to the
form of
rim
deflection.
and he
So
uses either
out
the
with
dunk meter or he does like a
more than
layup, a
just
contested
lifting up
layup,
the
and he
right
still
stick,
hit the
just
shot.
having your hands up.
Yeah, yeah,
If you
I think
timing
that's
that strip,
I
you
think
can
they
actually
really
knock the
paying
ball and actually
attention to
have some form of
detail.
deflection.
One of the
So
reasons
out
why
with
is because they still have like current
more
gen
than
in
just lifting up
2K.
the
We
right
still got
stick
it.
and
This
just
is like
having
the
your
first
hands up.
time we didn't went this long with just
I
having
think
a
they
current
really
gen
paying
and a
attention to
next gen
detail.
2K in
One of the
the
reasons
mix.
why is because they
So
still have like current gen gen
It's all about
2K. We
growth
still got it.
at
This
this
is like the
point, and
first
I see
time we
that's
didn't
why
went this
Mike Ray
long
was
with just
also
having a
like
current gen
focusing heavy
and a
on saying,
next
"Hey,
gen
go
2K
to the Learn
in the
Center."
mix.
I call it the pre-league, but that's
So
pretty much what it was.
it's all about growth
Go over
at this
there,
point, and I
do
see
these
that's why
tutorials
Mike
to
Wayne was
actually
also
learn the game
like
because of
focusing
how much
heavy on
stuff that
saying,
we
"Hey,
put new
go
into the
to
game.
the Learn
You
Center." I
might
call it the
want to go check
prelude
it
because
out
that's pretty much
before
what it was.
just
But
picking up and
go
playing the
over there,
game and thinking you're
do
just
these
playing the same
tutorials to
2K all
actually
over
learn the
again.
game
I
because of
think we
how
all
much
go into
stuff
the
that we
same
put
mindset
do into the
every
game.
2K of just,
You
oh,
might want to go check it out
sometimes, not
before
everybody. They
just
go in that
picking up
same
and playing
mindset
the
of like, oh,
game
it's
and
just the
thinking
same
you're just playing
2K.
the
I
same
can just put
2K
these
all
dribble
over
moves
again.
on.
I
make
think
my
we all
player
go in
this
that same
build and this
mindset
size,
every
and I'll
2K
be
of just
effective on the court. And outside of
sometimes not
actually
everybody. They go in that
taking
same
the
mindset of
time
like,
to
oh, it's
make the
just the
build
same
around how
2K.
you
I can
play.
just put these dribble moves on,
So that's
make
what I
my
got to
player
say
this
about it, man.
build
How
in
y'all
this
feel?
size, and now I'll be effective on the court. And outside of actually taking the time to make the build around how you play. So that's what I got to say about it, man. How y'all feel?
Yeah, I feel you. I was gonna also add to this what you were talking about
Hmm.
when it comes to the defense. It's something that they said that I was because back in the older games, it was a fixed system for contested shots,
Hmm.
and basically it's on your release. So even if I'm there in the beginning or whatever, it didn't count unless I was there during your release. And that's how the system worked. Now they're saying that from the start of your shot, the contested system is going to have a dynamic weighting system, which is basically a new system that they're going to implement. Is it going to be good or bad? We don't know, but I do think that that could change everything as far as like how
Hmm.
you will play and the way that it feels. Like if I normally know, I'm like, look, I could do a step back and pop this, but
Exactly.
now
You
if the
pick your
dude
spots.
like me, I'm
You pick
always
your spots.
able to
Exactly.
contest everybody, no matter what.
Hmm.
Like if you're really good left and righter, I'm on your hip and I'm gonna let you left and right, but I'm on your left hip. And either way,
Exactly.
you're
You
gonna
pick
get
your
contested.
spots. You pick your spots.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Either way, you're gonna get contested, even if it's from that side. It's still a contest. Like you could run to the left, right all you want, but I'm right here on your
Yeah,
right, the left
exactly.
side,
So like for
waiting
me,
for
I
you to pull
switched
up
up my style too
your
this
little
year. I had
jumper.
the
And so
the
that's how I
post
play right
game
now.
mid
But
range,
maybe
bro.
this year they're like, hey,
It
that
was
ain't gonna work, brother.
phenomenal
You're
this
gonna have to
year.
get in
Like
front of his ass and
typically I'm
do
doing
something
Yeah,
the
different.
pick and
exactly.
roll or
And
the
So like
so,
for
post
me, I switched up my
from the
style too
mid
this year. I
range,
had
but now I start actually doing
the
the
post
post
game
up on
mid
the
range,
corners,
bro, was
and
chef
you
kit.
got
It
so
was
many
phenomenal this year.
options of
Like
just getting
yeah,
past
for
the
typically I'm
sure.
defender
doing
on that
the pick
post
and
that a lot
roll
of
or the
people wasn't paying
fade
attention to this year, in my
from the
opinion.
mid range, but now I start actually doing the post up on the corners, and you got so many options of just getting past your defender on that post that a lot of people wasn't paying attention to this year, in my opinion.
Yeah, I feel that because on 23, that
Hmm.
was literally my whole play. I would, cause like I was telling him earlier, I'm a 7'1" big. So most people they see a big, they go like, oh, he gonna pick and roll, he's gonna sit corner. I can do those things,
Mm.
but as soon as I get post, they're like, oh snap, he finna shoot a post hook or something. I can shoot a post hook, but you can do a face up, you can do a face up and open up, bump it to him, make his momentum go back, fade, and then if he jumps up and under or draw a foul, or you can do open up, shimmy fade or something like that. Like I was really deep into the post
Yeah, I
to
had
the
to
point
adapt
where
that
I felt
this
like
year
I was
because the mid
unguardable.
range was on
And when
point.
I came to 24,
So
that was the only thing
yeah,
I felt confident
but
in.
I think they got
So
right
I
now. Like
started
I
the year
said,
off
from
just
what the
straight post
content they
scoring and
gave us, I
dribbling.
think we in a good. I
No,
think they going in the right
yeah, I had to
direction.
adapt that this
I
year because the
wasn't one of
mid
them
range
people
was
that
on
was tripping
point.
about the pre-order
So
deal because
yeah,
I already know
but
me. I'm
I
gonna
think they
buy
got out
2K
right now. Like I
regardless. So
said, from what the
and
content
plus
they
they had
gave
Vince
us, I
Carter
think
on
we
there,
in a
so I
good.
already
I think
pre-ordered.
they going in the
It
right
is what it is.
direction. I wasn't one of them people that was
I
tripping
don't know
about
what.
the
How do
pre-order
y'all
deal
feel
because
about the seat?
I
Have y'all
already
did
know me. I'm gonna buy 2K
the survey, the
regardless. So
feedback yet
and plus
by
they
any
had Vince
chance?
Carter on there, so I already pre-ordered. It is what
Oh,
it
okay,
is.
well they got some.
Um,
Definitely do that,
I don't know
please.
what. How do
But
y'all
and
feel
I'm
about
not a
the seat?
sponsor of
Have y'all
2K
did
when I say that
the
because
survey, the feedback yet by any
I know,
chance?
right? I
No,
do,
I
Oh,
didn't
but
even jump on there yet.
Oh, okay. Well, they
I felt
got
like I
some.
got my corporate
Definitely do
time
that,
on. No,
please.
it's not the
But
case.
and
But
I'm not a sponsor 2K
that
when I say that
feedback they talk about the
because
You
seats.
sound like a sponsor, but
I know, right? I
hold
do a
up,
little
man.
bit.
Hold up.
2025.
What's
I feel
going
like I got
on
my
right now?
So many
corporate
things
tie
we
on.
talk
No,
about
it's
because
not the
the
case.
rewards was
But
trash this year.
that
Clearly,
feedback they
like
talk about
it was
season eight
terrible.
rewards
You got mech
transitioning over
robots walking
to
around the city. That was
2K25s.
insane. So,
I think that's
uh,
something that people need to talk about because the rewards was trash this year. Clearly,
trash.
it
nah,
was
man,
terrible.
I
You
think
got
it's a
mech
little bit of
robots
an
walking
incentive to
around the
keep playing the
city. That
game
was
though, because
insane.
sometimes
So
I
it's
don't even play for that though.
it
I
drags,
honestly don't
bro.
have
It
a
be
lot of feedback
dragging
because I don't
sometimes.
even care about the prizes.
no, man,
That's just me.
I think it's a little
Yeah,
bit
you
of an
personally,
incentive to keep
nah.
playing the
No,
game
for
though,
sure,
because
for sure.
sometimes,
I
yeah,
agree. It's
especially during the
important.
year, it drags,
It's
bro. It be
important
dragging during
for
the year.
people who are like really into. But I just do basketball. But
Yeah, you personally, nah.
But
Okay.
I definitely
Because
agree, and I think it's important to give them that feedback first of all. So definitely, where's that link? Send me that link real quick on the thread of this post of this space, so I could
Check it out. Okay,
post
yeah,
it
I
back.
got you.
I
I
could
got you.
post it up because it's important for everybody to know, share what they want. Because just so y'all know, like I stay positive, but that's how I live. I live in a positive mindset, and all the negative that I've happened in my life, I basically overcame it, and now I'm at a point where like anything that comes my way, I'm just gonna keep moving forward. And the same thing with 2K, we gotta look at the bad, give the feedback, and then work with what we got. So if this year maybe dribbling is amazing, but defense is trash. Well, be the best dribbler in the game. And then next
Right.
year, defense is good,
And it just
and
more so like don't get me
dribbling
wrong,
is
like
trash, but
regardless
be the
with
best
this, like
defender.
don't
And
get
I
me
just
wrong,
flow
having
with
these spaces
whatever
is dope.
the game is
Being able
offering
to interact with
for
people
that
that's
year. You
into the
know what I
game
mean?
just like you are.
Facts.
But
Right.
But let me
And it's
jump.
just more
sometimes
so
these
like
players
don't get
don't
me
get a chance
wrong.
to
I'm
come
gonna
into the
close with
spaces.
this.
So
Like, don't get me
definitely
wrong,
do
having these
inform,
spaces is
check
dope.
out them
Being
and
able
get
to
your
interact with
feedback.
people
They can
that's
look at that a whole lot
into the
better
game just like you
than
are.
just talking in these
But
spaces. But it
sometimes these
is
devs
needed
don't get a
because
chance
again
to
it
come
is
to the
needed.
spaces. So definitely do them
Appreciate
forums,
everybody
check out
actually
them and get your
putting me up here
feedback. They
For
100.
can
sure.
look at
Shout
that a
out to
whole lot
y'all.
better
Keep
than
hooping.
us talking in
I'm
these
gonna go back and keep down and
spaces. But
listen.
it
I
is
appreciate
needed
y'all.
though. Again, it is needed.
Agreed. Let me
Appreciate everybody actually putting me up here 100. Shout out to y'all. Keep hooping.
for sure.
I'm gonna go back down the listening, man. Appreciate
For
y'all.
sure. Let me throw Kevin in here real quick. He's been waiting for a long time, but and I see Chrome as well in a second. Give me 1 second. All right, Kevin. Appreciate you being patient, man. We trying to get everybody in here, let them do their thing. If you could turn your mic on, say what's cracking, what's cracking.
Hey, what's happening, man? Y'all all right?
Chilling, man. We chilling.
Oh man, that's good, dog. I hope everybody's straight, man. So here's my take on the game. Obviously, we all love basketball. That's why we're here. We all give constructive criticism. That's why we're here. But the problem I have, and I didn't even know if I was gonna get 2K. I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm more of a football guy. I played football in college. I was a D1 DB, and so I'm more. I transcended towards college football more because obviously we ain't had that in 11 years.
Yeah.
But I mean, growing up, just being an athlete in general, if you didn't play basketball in school, you damn sure play basketball on the street. Excuse my language. But when it comes to 2K, the problem that I have, like I watched the trailer earlier, and then you know how they mentioned they got 9,000 new
Yep.
animations. See, here's my thing. If we have 9,000 new animations, then why the hell is there not any diversity in the game? If I see a person make like a Carmelo Anthony type of build, I want to see this man play like Carmelo
Double
Anthony.
heads.
I don't want to see him have a Carmelo Anthony face like a face creation, but he's got a Tracy McGrady jump shot because the
He
other
had to put in a little section,
8,999
little
animations
tight
don't
work.
work except the Tracy McGrady jump shot. Not saying that other jump shots didn't work, but this jump shot has a better green window than this jump shot. And why do you have 9,000 animations?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And the same thing when it comes to dribbling, when it comes to defense. Me personally, I don't really get that deep into it. Me personally, I would rather more physics, mainly because when you guys were touching on the 92, drive and dunk. Granted, people forget that there was a Dwayne Wade, and they used to smash. He used to smash on people, and he's 6'4". And there's been a lot of smaller guards that, and throughout the history of basketball, could dunk the ball very well. And I think people kind of forget about that. They see the taller guys. They see like the LeBron James, for an example, and forget that you got a Russell Westbrook, and he could dunk the ball very well when he was in his prime. But what makes the NBA diverse is, yes, Russell Westbrook can dunk the ball. LeBron can punch on anybody. Vince Carter could punch on anybody, but they were selective on who they dunked on. In 2K, there is no selectivity. This guy would just drive and dunk the ball because the game allows him to. If there's a reason why people would rather dunk on Algauskas versus Shaquille O'Neal, because Shaquille O'Neal brought a paint presence versus Elgauskas. Yeah, he can block some shots, but he's not Shaq, and he's dang sure not 350 pounds. So I think when it comes to like the 99 steal, versus people's like, oh, he got a 99 steal. Why am I not getting any steals? Well, I always look at it as maybe this guy has 99 ball handle and he's canceling out your 99 steal. That's what I want in the game. I don't need if you have an 85 steal and this person has a 90 ball handle, he has 5 attributes more than you. The chances of you getting that steal should be slim. You shouldn't be complaining to 2K, I can't, because they want to make a build that could do everything and complain that they can't. So like what I mean by that is they want to make a build that has an 88 driving dunk, 85 3-pointer, 85 steal, 79 perimeter, but they're like, man, why am I not like Kawhi Leonard? Because the game doesn't allow you to, but then again, it does allow you to. So then now you got guys creating these builds, and the game is not balanced. I just want diversity and balance. And that's what I always been wanting out of 2K. I'm like, 2K, if a person has a 99 steal and this guy over here is trying to dribble with a 6'8" guy that has a 75, he should rip him every time. And I don't care about his feelings because he decided to make a 6'8" big guard with a 75 dribble.
Mm-hmm.
He should get ripped. In real life, if a person could, Draymond Green is dribbling in front of Kawhi Leonard, he's getting ripped. And that's just how it is, especially when you're playing competitive. I heard you guys mention like pro-am. I play pro-am a lot as well. And in those games, man, I need that diversity. I need that 99 steal to matter. I need that 99 3 to matter. If a person is contesting me with a 75 perimeter defense, and I got a 99 3-pointer, Ray Allen, he's busting that mud every time. You see what I'm saying? And I know it's a game. I get that. I know it's a game, but this is a game where we all play. We all pay to play it. Therefore, I want my player to play like I paid for him to play.
Yeah.
I don't need a game making me do animations. Give me the freedom of my player. If I see a passing lane and I see this point guard is about to make a bad steal, give me the steal. Don't give me some warped animation that makes the ball deflect off my hand and go out of bounds, or I just miss it completely. Let IQ matter. And I'm telling, if 2K does that, yes, obviously arcade. It's fun. It's fun dunking on people. I love seeing, even when my teammates get dunked on, I'm like, yeah, that was a good dunk. I ain't gonna lie to you, but man, it's the dunk meter. Yeah, it was the dunk meter, but that was a good dunk. You know what I'm saying? I like that. We all love highlights, but basketball is not full of highlights.
Because I
It's
paid
not.
for a person
There's
and
games
my
where
bill to do
it's
a
full
certain
defense, and
thing,
there's games where teams
guess
are scoring
what? My
150
opponent
points.
probably
That's called
paid
diversity.
money to
Not every
counter
player
what
is
I
the same.
paid for.
Let me ask y'all a question.
that's
What's the difference
that's
between
the
LeBron James and
dynamics of
Steph Curry?
basketball. Not
Stephen Curry
okay,
can't
just
dunk.
because I paid for it, I'm supposed to be
Steph
dominant on
Curry
the
can't
court.
dunk. What?
Like I don't
LeBron can
agree with
pass,
that.
he can
But
dunk, but he's not
I'm
as
not here to
a
argue, so I'm
good
gonna
shooter.
shut it
It's
up.
like there is difference. There's a
I ain't gonna
difference
give
between
him a
the player. Are
kickback
they?
on
Is
that.
they? They're both great in their own right. Steph has 4 championships. LeBron has 4 championships. LeBron's arguably the greatest player to ever live. Steph is arguably the greatest shooter to ever live.
Mm-hmm.
That is diversity. If Steph Curry could be LeBron James, then what is basketball?
Yeah.
We won't be having this debate about who's the greatest player or who's the greatest shooter
But I
if
do like what
everybody
he
can
said with that
shoot.
contest system.
That's fact.
See what
But
I'm saying? But
here's
go
my
ahead.
here's my thing. When I'm gonna go back to the steal
Mhm.
with the 99 steal, right?
Right.
You feel like you should get the steal every single time?
No, I should get it every time if I'm going up against a guard who didn't acclimate their player to be a high dribbling guard. You see what I'm saying? Like obviously, I'm not gonna get it every time, and you don't have to have necessarily like an I. How can I put it? Just because I have a 99 steal and you have say an 85 ball handle, yes, obviously I shouldn't get the steal 99% of the time, but I'm looking at attributes. 85 to 99. How many points is that?
It's about
14. That's 4. That I should have 14. I don't know, 14%. I don't know how they could do it, but my chances of ripping you when you dribbling in front of me, that's the reason why great defenders like Gary Payton mattered. Because it's like John Stockton, yeah, you can dribble, bro, but if you in front of me for too long, if you don't get the ball out of your hands, I'm eventually going to catch on to how you're dribbling. I'm gonna catch on to your movements, your left and right, and I'm about to rip you, bro. You better get the ball out of your hands.
and that's what I like too. I like the fact that you brought that up, the predictability, right? You being able to predict it. I feel like the game should be more like momentum based, like, oh, he always go left like this. if I time it this way, I should get the steal every single time. Like it should
Exactly.
like a timing, like a timer, or like if you got a high steal, you should get specific animations. Like you get more animations than somebody with 85. Like y'all.
Yes. Now you see what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that point guards can't be a point guard, but that is the reason why Allen Iverson versus I don't know who's another like point guard. I'm trying to compare. It's not another Allen Iverson, but like a Dwayne Wade. There's a difference between because Dwayne Wade played point guard, shooting guard for Miami in his earlier days. There's a difference between Allen Iverson and Dwayne Wade. Dribbling, Allen Iverson by far had better handles. That's why it's harder to rip him. He's explosive for 6'1". He was explosive. And that's the only thing with me. I obviously I don't want the game to be unbalanced, but I just want people to get rewarded. That's all I want to see is people get rewarded. If a person is a great shooter, he should get rewarded by being a great shooter, taking great shots. A person shouldn't get rewarded for not playing great defense. He's in the paint and then he wants to run to the paint, get a steal, run back to the 3-point line. That's open, but instead in 2K it's a 40% contest and he's barely there.
Yeah.
People and it's a casual game. I know they. Go ahead, bro.
No, I got you. I was gonna say, a couple things. First of all, you went long on that one, but
My
the
bad.
on that point right there, on that point specifically, I was thinking of this year that just passed. They tried to penalize you to reach 99, right? So this is what they did. What you're talking about is something that I feel like they thought about for 22, 24, but it didn't work out because of us. But basically, now in 24 it costs a lot to get to 99 on a specific attribute, right? So if I want my dribbles at a 99 or my shooting at 99 or dunking, it's going to cost me too much. So what the community did, as you said, like I need it at 85, I got to have it exactly at 85 so I can still be great, but then put this other stuff at 90 and then put this one over here. So we manipulate what they tried to do to make it so like what you're saying, oh, it counts if you have a 99, it counts because they did make that system, but we've always, myself included, I'm a part of the problem, manipulate it to our advantage. It's like, well, I ain't going to put it on 99 because I'm going to waste all my attribute points. Let me drop it down to what is good enough. 87. All right, cool. We're gonna stick to that. I got all the badges.
Yeah,
I get
like
everything I need.
91.
Yeah. So that's where it's a complicated conversation because they tried it and we still manipulate it. And then secondly, separate topic from the beginning topic you talked about. Wanted to read the article post while you were saying it. I was reading it just to kind of
About
see
the 9,000 animations.
9,000 animations, including 1,500 dribble animations, 1,100 signature shot, covering most players in the roster, and then over 1,300 off-ball animations, including 150 new signature motion styles. So all those animations are in different things in different areas, and we don't know how it's going to play, but your topic, I would say, is important because we were talking about it earlier where, like, in the pro scene, it's right, left, cheese all day, and it gets boring to watch because it's like nobody's got style, nobody's trying. It's still basketball and it's efficient, but then you go into the street ball where this dude was just in here. He's probably still here. He's playing a 7'1" ISO center, fooling around, and it looks ridiculous. But if he gets the job done, it'll be hilarious to just see him cook and be on the team, just spotting up while he's ISOing. And so it's complicated because what you're saying, like you got the casuals who just want to play, then you got the hardcore pro players. Everybody got something different that they want out of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And we will argue all day. Like I've been in a lot of these spaces and one guy wants this, the other guy wants that. And nobody can just respect that. Yeah, you want that. And you're not wrong for wanting what you want. You ordered your food the way you order. Like you were saying about your money. Like we order what we order. We want that to come. If I order steak, I don't need no damn a salad.
Fried. Yeah.
Like, what are you doing, bro? I ordered a steak. Bring that steak here. I'm ready to eat. So those are true, but I just always think about like, all these years that I watched them change the game to something we wanted.
Right. and people still complain about it.
Yeah, and then it's like, so where do we go from there?
I think no, I'm not trying to cut you off. I think I want them to cater to the casual. I think they need to separate. I think they need to have. I said it to my homeboy the other day. I said it'd be nice for them to have two recs. He said, "What do you mean? A casual rec and a not casual, like a high competitive rec." So in the casual rec, for an example, if you casual, a lot more things go in a casual rec. Like you getting more steals, you're getting more dunks, shots. More contested shots are falling because it's easier, right? So that way, people who are casual, who go to work, who don't have time to be learning all these new dribble moves and stuff, they just want to go play, can have fun playing the game without not necessarily being that great at it, and can get away with a little bit more. And then you have a competitive, rec. That way, people who are casual aren't playing against five purples who don't want to go to pro am, but they go to the rec. And these people want to be casual are playing against five purples who are playing like tomorrow is the end of the world.
Yeah, but those same guys are going to end up coming into the casual so that they could.
Yeah. Like I said, there is no balance, but that's like what I have. Obviously, people are still going to manipulate the game. That's the world we live in, unfortunately. But
Yeah.
at least it's a mindset. At least like people have that option where I can go to casual, I can go to competitive, I can go to pro am, have a competitive and casual pro am. I think that's what I said. I was like, have a casual side of the game and have a competitive side of the game. So now people have what they want. On the right side, you got defense gonna matter. If you're dribbling, you're gonna get ripped. If you're playing bad. On the casual side, you can spam for 24 seconds.
Yeah, I feel
It's
you.
like a slider thing.
Yeah, basically like a slider thing. You know what I mean?
They kind of have that when you play pro am. The sliders are harder, and then if you go into the city, it's not that crazy. So they have it in that sense, but they don't have it like fully. Same thing with like the theater. The theater has its own slider as well. But yeah, I hear what you're saying. I think you got to like really break the idea down and figure out like the best way to put that forward, and then who knows, man? They might take that because they already have systems. Like I said, you go to the theater for casual, you go to no squads to be able to not deal with a five stack. There's a lot of like small features that they already have kind of feeding for casual play. So
Yeah, I feel that. I just want everybody to be happy, and I want everybody to enjoy the game, and that's the most important thing. People pay for it, and I want people who are casual to love it, and I want people who are competitive to love it because it's competitive as well. And obviously, game's going to be broken, but if it's broken, at least we all have something of what we want, and it's like, okay, yeah, it's broken, but at least I have this.
got you. Yeah, I'll say this to you and to everybody, what you just said about people being happy. A little personal here, but the truth is, man, y'all need to be happy within yourselves. There ain't
Right.
no video game that's ever going to make you happy unless you have that within yourself, and then you go ahead and enjoy whatever is out in the world. You know what I mean? Whether it's a video game, a movie, some company, So always find that within, and then go from there. But I appreciate the feedback. I'm gonna get Chrome up in here. He's been waiting for like an hour. Oh damn, he left. as I was gonna pull him up, he got tired of waiting. If anybody want to talk, feel free to come through, man. We just vibing, kicking it, and everybody that's been here already, y'all free to continue to have these conversations. For me, man, I'll say this about what he just was. There's a lot to unpack, but in the end of the day, for me, I've been playing basketball real life. I've been watching NBA since I was a baby, literally like 5 years old, and it's been my obsession. So I'm hyped to get a new game. I play a lot of video games all year long, well over 100 a year, and there's few that take up 1,000+ hours, and that's one of them that always does. Whether it's a good 1,000 or not, some of it is not always my favorite 2Ks, but there's always something for me to discover and enjoy within the games. So, it's always good to share with y'all and get into these topics. Nobody's wrong about what you're feeling or what you're thinking. it's always good to share it because this ain't no test about who's right or wrong. This is just, our lives
A
and
space for
conversations.
ideas. It's just a space for ideas.
Exactly. Yeah.
Be
So
thrown out. Nobody's. And yeah, I enjoy like 2K24. Anytime I got on the game, I always played well. It was just, obviously there were little things like going into the rec, especially when I was purple, going in by myself. I always got like a bad team. I don't know if that's like 2K had a system put in the game. It's like since I'm purple and I'm averaging 22 a game, they was like, you can carry. You can will this team to victory. I'm like, no, I can't. I can't. I'm not Michael Jordan. I can't because I don't even have a Steve Kerr. But um I enjoyed it because like I said, every time I played, I was like, I'm going to score. I shot 75% and above on all my players all year long. And so like I enjoyed it, but it was just like little things that I saw in the game, like exploits. I was like, dang, I really wish the dunk meter didn't work every time. I wish there was like my center who's playing great defense actually mattered instead of him jumping
hey,
1 minute.
listen, you make me your center, and I'm gonna step up to the point where it cuts off the animation. A lot of people don't even know this, and it's been around for 2 years. When they go to do their uh, meter dunk, you can stop the animation completely and turn it into a layup. If you're very, very up on you're high, and then you put your hands up, don't jump, and it'll basically like a fake charge almost kind of, but it
You
basically
mean like
stops the.
step out of the paint? You mean like
Yeah,
step?
you gotta get really up in them, and right as they go to start it up, you have to be right there, and then put your hands up, and it'll basically make them stumble into a layup.
Yeah, I believe my center used to do that. He would step out of the paint, and sometimes it'd just push him back. Like the dunk animation would like walk him back into a contact dunk. However, a lot of times they'll miss it because they didn't time it right. Because I'm assuming it shrinks the green window. But man, I remember us losing a pro-am game by that happening. Dude dribbled. I was bumping him because I was on my lockdown. He got a whole dunk, put me out of the animation, put my center in a dunk animation. He missed it. He mistimed it. It said it on the screen, but then my win in the sky dropped right in for a game winner. I said, boy, you can't make I said, you can't make this shit up. I said, I can't believe he just made that. And then he texted me, was like, yeah, y'all trash. I said, hey, it is what it is, man. I said, yeah, I said, that'll do it for me today, fellas. I said, I'm finna play
That's funny.
Dragon Ball Z or something. I can't I can't do this. But no, like I said, man, I don't know if I'll buy it. I really want to see what 2K, what else they're going to put out. I want to see, the city. I want to see a little bit more before I like make that decision. But like right now, I'm like, nah, I don't know if I'm gonna buy it. Just for me personally, because like I said, I love college football. I'm really ready for GTA 6 to come out. But my friends don't even know if they'll buy it, and so I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna buy it if I'm not gonna really have nobody to play with besides going into the rec by myself. But for right now, I'm on the wayside, but I really hope that you know it's really hard for 2K, and I do feel bad sometimes. I do because, like I said, I'm guilty of like wanting them to cater to me in a sense. Like, dang, hear me out, man. I wish that they'll, and then cater to everybody else, man. We all have a lot of things to say, but we're not in their position. We're not in that position. Imagine you have a game that 3 billion people are like, man, you got to do this, and it's like, what do you do? What would you do?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think
That's a
it's
fact.
interesting, man. For
I agree with that part.